Love and light, love and light, love and light. All right, so back at it for another live stream. I don't know what all is going to come out in this session, but I do know something's up. And somebody told you what was up already, whoever this somebody is. Okay, they're saying I meant what I said. Let me have you. All right, could be some significance to the numbers 7, 5, as well as 8. This person is imagining you naked. Oh yeah. All right, and interesting that it should come by it, the message, with a number 8, because really that's telling of exactly the rest of what I got in your cards to share. All right, don't you want to know more? Okay, me too. Who am I speaking about? All right, well, we didn't really get to the getting on Love and Light Eat Me regarding the name, initials, or chart placements, but this person could be known to be hangry a lot. Doesn't have to be the case. This person could be the type to say it's too peoply outside. You're scootering a keyboard. I don't know what that means, babe, but hopefully that's fun. I'm not sure what that means. But you're scootering a keyboard home. Okay. Sounds fun, I guess, if you make it fun there, Eat Me. Hopefully you're safe. Okay. This person could be a meal prep. I almost said meal prep technician. Is that even a thing? This person, I don't know, when I get this meal prep card, for some reason Panera Bread comes to mind. It's interesting. So I don't know if there's some significance or somebody works there. This person could be in tech or just like tech things, right? Or this is you. And this person could damn sure be a mansplainer extraordinaire, as the card states. Okay, whatever and what all over that means. Now, you collective, you're coming out single and successful and free. Makes sense. Okay, or the guy, what have you. And with that very aligned 8 energy, makes sense because this is real love. All right, it's real love as well as real passion, at least, right? Here's the stage. We're talking about it because whoever is connected to this message, you're under the suspicion that this person really is kind of some opposition. Okay. Masked by some sort of veil or masked type of energy. Okay. Whole time, this is real love. This is to be a thing. Okay, they want a family and all of that. They want to give to you and not simply take from you, so that you get that leg up in pentacles. They want to assist you so that you get a leg up in maturity. Makes sense. And overcome these feelings of abandonment, overcome these fears of being placed into, for the millionth time, I'm hearing to say, any third party situation, and out of this kind of ice queen toxicity type of energy and into the valid type of balanced ice queen energy, which is basically just understanding your worth, understanding where your lane is in life and in love, and dominating there, dare I say, as well. And this is coming to you as a gift. This person is not here as an opposition here, honey bun. If they're any kind of beast, I mean, it's really just because they need a meal. You know what I'm saying? It's not really that they're literally on this demon type of time. So fear not, okay? You are being guided into this full card energy. All right, allowing this to be a thing, allowing this to be something that is healing, giving you that greasing balm for maybe some of those moon cycles or relationships past. Okay, makes sense. With that healing Four of Swords energy, and allowing this person to be the Knight of Wands, the change maker that allows for you to understand what a balanced love situation and connection really is, what a true partner in life really is. Okay, that's beautiful for you. And the outcome, 2 cards, 7 of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles is the outcome for whoever's connected to that relationship. Okay, have courage to allow this to bring in whatever and what all ever, inclusive of any challenges. Okay, you guys, you can't fear challenges. You can't fear change, because challenge and change doesn't have to actually like overcome you. You know what I mean? You don't have to actually like give it licensure to do that or be that for you, especially when you don't want that. Makes sense? You're in charge. Okay, so utilize that strength Okay, because staying stuck and stagnant in that Nine of Swords sleepless night energy, or even on a better day, you reduce it down to just the measly Nine of Swords. It's still giving it ain't it. It's not good enough for you, collective. Makes sense. Okay. So be stubborn about getting on in the higher vibes sense of the word, and maybe even the actual vibrations, so that you stay out of that stagnant type of stuck energy with that Nine of Swords. All right. Ultimately, you will be in celebratory energy on the strength of doing just that, and allowing this person to come in and, whatever all letting them have you means. Okay, just saying. So that's what I got so far out of our whatever comes out session here. And the bell has rung. If you'd like to get your free yes or no reading today, you may place your question appropriately in the question box. By appropriately, I mean according to the live stream rules. And you can check those in the description box if you're not yet familiar. Love and Light Vera, I swear I was going to contact you today. I made a mental note. I don't know. I feel like I'm like slower than I even want to today. I'm not sure what's going on with my schedule, but I'm so glad to see you on. You guys, if you have any questions, you can, be mindful. I've rung the bell, so you're more than welcome to place your question into the chat box. No pressure, but just saying. Go ahead, eat me. Ooh, I just saw our angel number 555. Was just there on our angel number clock. You guys, I've made some changes as recently as yesterday to the studio, just to give you guys a different vantage point, viewpoint, regardless of whether or not I'm on or off of the laptop. So hopefully you enjoy the scenery changes. I know I do. All right, let's see here. Okay, I'm going to change the question because I'm not even comfortable answering yes or no to the way that it's posed. Because it's like, is my landlord considering not renewing my lease? And it's like, no, but it's like, no, what? So bear with me here, eat me. Love and light, Laura. I've rung the bell, so if you do have a question, you're more than welcome to place yours into the chat. Of course, of course. All right. No pressure, though. So let me see here, eat me. Will the landlord renew? Well, eat me. The first time I tried to get the question answered for you, we did have that no card, right? And it's like, is my landlord considering not renewing? And it's like, no, right? But I changed the question to try to get a more clear response. And so I asked, will the landlord renew? Okay. And the first card out is a maybe, speaking of decisions needing to be had, and ultimately a yes. Okay. So it's interesting that this is the Queen of Cups, because I feel like the true answer here is the landlord's actively currently considering about not renewing, but ultimately will. All right. So that's what I got for you, eat me. Love and light to you. Okay. Let's see here. Aisha Sharif. You're very welcome, Eat Me. And we have a very loyal, working with you and not against you, Aisha Sharif type of yes. Zaid Mahbub is loyal to you. All right. And even at the bottom of the deck, yes, indicating judgment. It's giving as he should be loyal to you. All right. So love and light. All right. All right, Laura. Okay, let's see here. Wow. It's going to be a very happy, very wish fulfilled yes, dare I say. Inclusive of an apology if necessary. Damn. All of these cards are yes, Laura. There are 5 cards. This is a number of change. The first of which is the King of Swords, the second, Queen of Pentacles, the third, the receptivity card of 6 of Pentacles, the fourth, the Page of Pentacles. There's that apology if applicable. And the 5th card is the 2 of Cups. All right, all indicating yes. So seems pretty happy to me, honey bun, just saying. All right. As it should be. Love and light, Laura. Okay, let's see here. Chelsea, and you're very welcome, Laura. Let's see here, Chelsea Daly. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Okay, so with this Queen of Cups, you already know that it did. All right. And the Ace, it's a very matter-of-fact yes. Okay, if anything, it's giving yes and amen kind of energy. All right. But, don't get in the mindset of holding your breath over trying to make sure that you see tangible evidence of that, Chelsea, because that would actually put some karma back towards your way in a way that wouldn't be as high vibes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely it's a thing. These people, or the person, excuse me, might even be in sleepless night energy already currently on the strength of it. Okay. That's what I have for you, Chelsea. So if everyone here is served, I think I will hop off. I just realized what time it is. My goodness, you guys, I am so sorry. I just realized I have like another engagement to get to. So I just realized what time it is. The day got away from me. It wasn't because I was doing nothing. In fact, it was quite the opposite. And so I'm going to have to try to carve out some more time in my tomorrow, apparently, to come on the live stream. And forgive me, in my defense, I was trying to connect through the laptop because I had done so earlier without an issue. Well, sort of, for the moderators session. So mods, I tried. I know we had one of our moderators who's not on currently, but I know we had one of our moderators join. And the others, I don't know. Hopefully you guys can make it next time. So sorry, but the window closed for me to be able to gift you guys those readings for the moderators that are applicable. Because, again, my schedule just really got kind of tight. So, and speaking of that, I really feel like I'm going to make a post about it, but probably after this weekend, I probably should just go ahead and close down the personal readings because I don't have anyone asking for readings currently anyway. So I feel like it's a moot issue and maybe I should just free myself up. So it's not like the 11th hour. Somebody's like, can I get a reading? Because that might be the case if I don't. So it's probably a moot issue because you guys are just fine anyhow, which is cool. But man, oh day, it's looking like I gotta wrap my year up here in like 2 days from now, like all early and stuff. So bear with me as I kind of like make changes, and so sorry mods for the last minute kind of short notice thing. But again, I had to make great strides to even learn how to do some aspects that I needed to integrate even to get through today's session. So there's a lot that goes into the behind the scenes. I don't want to say unfortunately, but maybe some days I might want to say that. So thank you for those that hopped on the live. Thank you for those that do join and ask your question appropriately. Appreciate you guys following the rules. I appreciate you guys hopping on and sharing your energy, sharing your day. And hopefully you guys understand my heart in the matter here really recently is just I'd like to have some connectivity versus not at all, right? So I know I'm on here for like only 15 minutes. It's literally unheard of. But I wanted to hop on just to say hi, get some kind of message out, okay? And I feel like before I hop off, I should at least get a postcard from somebody who really needs a message right now, so that everybody can get something out of this session. I'll be mindful to do that. Okay. So thank you for those that will tip and donate and book a personal reading while they're still open. I guess I'll say it that way. I'm not sure when to close up shop there or not. I gotta think about it. This is it. Okay. So Spirit saying this is it. So this is for somebody out of the collective who really needs a message right now. Hopefully every one of you can get something out of this. All right. But we'll see. Dearest you, since you're on Earth, you understand how buildings are built. Yes, a good solid foundation and yet flexibility too in case of earthquakes. Truth be told, you can't offer something sustainable unless it is built from a solid base, whether it be an idea that takes form one step at a time, or an actual house that needs a sturdy foundation dug, poured, and built. We want to remind you of this because you might need a little encouragement to see this is true in your life at this time. Celebrate the fact that right now you can repair the cracks in the foundation of your life effortlessly, as well as do a general site check to ensure your hard work is being well supported. Do this and know you are building your life on a perfect and sound foundation that will allow you to welcome the many miracles waiting to come visit. We're so happy for you and so intrigued by what you're building. So, a few things on this. Okay. I feel like everybody should be able to get a little something out of this, just saying. But understanding you're in charge collective, what do you want? You're always being asked by the divine, especially through these messages, especially through this channel. Okay. And it's because you're on the great side of karma. If you're part of this collective, I mean, you're definitely chosen one energy. Makes sense that you're on the great side of karma. Makes sense you've been doing a lot of work as well on yourselves, in your communities, in your businesses, in your mindsets. Makes sense. All right. As far as this perfect sound and foundation for you, right? I want to add, I didn't write the oracle, just saying. I personally did not ever one time find perfection in existence in this realm. It's my understanding it's not to be a thing because we are here to learn and grow our souls. Makes sense? So how the hell would it have already been a utopia at second one of existence here? It would be nonsensical at best, right? If that were the case. So please take perfection off the tables. If you're thinking it's some sort of prerequisite to getting a foundation that's solid, that's not the case. Okay. Because you exist, there is high potentiality of your foundation being solid, aka you being solid, because again, you are in charge. Makes sense. It makes so much sense. Please get this. Okay. And so, miracles most assuredly have to ensue on the other side of you really aligning with them. Makes sense? They already exist. And since you already exist and they already exist for you to call them in as they already are. Okay. Can't say it enough. All right. So you're being asked to repair any cracks that you may find. And guess what that means? Shadow work, baby. You got to look at the good, the bad, the ugly too, and appreciate them all and make them all work for you. All right. In the highest vibrational sense, of course, of course. So for that person or people, aspect of the collective that really resonate with this postcard, I mean, celebrate yourselves. You got yourselves to the point to even hear that message. Makes sense that you've done a lot of work. Makes sense that because you are still standing or sitting and listening with an ear filled of hope, all right, makes sense that you've already overcome. All right, just call in your manifestations, collective. You got to feel them. Don't just think about them in the sense of wanting them. That's a lack mindset. You're thinking about them with a lack mindset, telling the universe, I don't have them. I would like them so much. I really would fucking love them so much. The whole time you're going, I don't have them a lot. I so much don't have them. You know what I'm saying? Once you really start applying some of the cheat codes and some pressure, you guys, it's time for pressure right now. Even if we're talking about rest your ass, you better put the pressure on resting. Whatever is coming through, for your own aspects of guidance, whether it's channeled into you or not, in the general sense or not, okay? Listen, take heed, and put the pressure on, all right? Even if it is to slow down, put the pressure on to slow down because you need to get serious. When I say put the pressure, I'm not talking about get anxiety filled. I'm just saying get serious, get confident, get rest assured about the process, about your capabilities, about the divine's capabilities. Make sense? All right. There's no severability. Love and light, Aisha. Love and light, P. So, hey, because you're being asked to repair cracks, does it mean that you have to attach stigma while you repair them? Oh gosh, I shouldn't have had a crack. Oh, I'm the only one that had a crack. Those both are false. Like, you're here to learn and grow your soul. Makes sense that you've got to take the good, the bad, and the ugly and make them all work for you. What do we just say? You know what I mean? All right. Keep going. If anything, it's just a call to never give up. It's definitely not a call to attach stigma and shame and like beat yourselves up. And then on top of it, still have to do the work. Get out of here. The divine's not cruel, right? The divine's not heartless. You shouldn't be either, towards yourselves, especially. Make it make sense. All right. But keep going. You are so loved and so supported. Even if simply and solely through divinity, through the spiritual aspect of this life, same deal. You're still coming out like in the up and up, because collective, the amount of strength and support, the amount of high quality aspects of your spiritual guidance team, all right, the spiritual aspects and existences that are part and parcel of your current incarnation into this particular meat suit. I mean, that in and of itself is magic, right? That in and of itself is something to celebrate. Magnify that aspect when you do the mundane, even, and you'll beautify even that. Okay, it's high time you put that pressure on to receive the beautification of your path. Again, it has nothing to do with anxiety. You've gone through enough, remember? Love and light, P. If you guys have a question, I did ring the bell. All right. I know P and Aisha were not necessarily on with us whenever the bell rung. And I'm mindful to let you know, if you'd like to, no pressure, but if you'd like to submit a question, you may do so now. Because otherwise we're going to be wrapping up in a few short moments here. Okay. And I don't want to hop off and make you guys think that I just didn't want to read your cards. Makes sense. So, Prob, I mean, you're already struggling, right? So being ashamed of yourself helps how? It adds to the struggle. Do you know what I mean, P? It adds to you're not being nice to you when you attach shame to yourself, when you don't deserve. If you look up in the definition of shame in any textbook or on any website, you're not going to find Prob there. You're not going to find P, because they don't go hand in hand. So P, why are you telling the universe and the divine, God, goddess, that you belong in the shame department? Right? No, nobody said P should be in the shame department. And when P puts P in the shame department, all shame filled and stuff, that pushes the great job and the great career and the great money for P all the way back away from P, because P is feeling with feelings, which are also vibrations. I'm speaking a lot here, I know, but I'm trying to get you to understand what not to do. Okay. Because how do you know unless you know? You know what I mean? So you don't have to feel shame filled for this little bit of guidance. I'm here to help. All right. And I don't mind. Okay. So you have to really work on being nice to yourself, P, so that the universe can really be nice to you. Don't you want to have a nice life here, P? Right? If you're telling yourself that you can't help it, then you're telling yourself and the universe that you can't help it. And that's always going to be the case. And P will always struggle. And nobody wants P to struggle. I feel like if you're still here, P, you also don't want to struggle. Do you know what I mean? That's why we're talking about it. And it's okay. Love and light, Kelsey Wells. So I'm going to get to your cards. No worry, P. I'm going to get to them. But I want you to get to that great job, not just a job, right? Could you imagine, P, if you settle for the next crappy job and then you expect yourself to be happy and nice to yourself? It's like, try being nice to yourself when you're so unhappy, right? It's not easy at all. Maybe P's just really unhappy. And so P just thought, I can't even be nice because I'm so unhappy, right? And if that's you or anyone that can resonate with being unhappy or shame-filled, and we've all been there, myself included. I'm not here to say I don't understand it. I just don't want you stuck there, P, or anyone. Make sense? So, when you can kind of like really get into your mental space, you can start to understand whatever else is going on the inside. All right. Right. You're pushing yourself down the hole though, P. And that's why we're saying, no, wait, hold on. Get up and release yourself. Okay. That's all we're asking, right? Being pessimistic doesn't help. Okay. You're right. And you're so right about that. We're saying the same thing, P, right? It also doesn't allow for you to remain healthy to work. You know what I mean? When you're really pushing yourselves down the rabbit hole. Okay. And this is P and anyone else who can, somebody else is going through this, P. It's not just you. I mean, not that helps you necessarily, but like, I just don't want you to feel called out here. Like I'm like making fun of you or something, because that's not the case. All right. And I do want to help you. Right. Yeah. So, okay. So P, what if, just hear me out. And I know we're talking about real things, right? I know this is your life. This is also why we're talking about it. Okay. Just what if, okay, and I hear you and I read every word, right? And I will read your cards. All I'm saying is, what if everything you've experienced is part and parcel of some sort of coursework or programming or, how do I want to say this? Something that you would have to go through, like an exercise to learn and grow out of some of the older mindsets that P has carried in the other versions of P, right? From, moon cycles past. And we're always supposed to be learning and growing our souls such to the point where we are changing. So it's okay to say that there's an older version of P, right? And of course, we know that we don't have any competition, prob included, okay, other than our previous versions. So when you find yourselves, anyone under the sound of my voice, comparing yourselves with someone that's not you, that's incorrect. And that will most assuredly cause some sort of conflict because it's out of alignment. You're not here to compare yourselves with anyone else's anything else. Now, you can compare all you want from you to you. Make sense? You can compare all you want from the version of you that stands now to the past previous version, as well as the you that stands in the past to the future version, okay, of you. When you start going outside of you, that's when you're starting to step outside of alignment in today's current energies, okay, in your current path of ascension. Maybe more aptly stated. All right. So that's the equivalent, hear me out, of, hey, I think that, it's real easy to see a problem. Let me go ahead and look for one. and then you immediately find one. Do you see what I'm saying? Because you're manifesting what you're focusing on. So if you are focusing, again, can't say it enough, on the outside of you, you're already out of alignment. Even when we're talking about aspects of love, not even just a job, right? At this current energy, this current dispensation, the current astrological transits, with Venus being like fucking 88,000 miles away from Earth, okay, right now. You are to be focusing on yourself, not outside of you. Okay, now why is that? So that you can get at least, not at most, not at best, at the very least, what you are looking for right now to receive. So for Prob, for P, that's, career. Makes sense? That's the job, but not just a job. Not a job that just makes you barely, scrape by, and it's just the crappiest of the crappiest, and you're expecting yourself to be grateful. That shit is no longer in alignment because you're literally divinity walking. How dare you, think that, just a job at this point is enough for a king or a queen. All right. And it's not a call to narcissism. And it's not a call to some form of delusion that holds you back, your collective, Prob included, even though, this is Prob's reading, but okay. Because the faster you grasp that you are in charge here, and the faster you grasp that I can think different thoughts that produce better fruit where I'm happy on the outside and inside of myself, you're not gonna know about that life until you do the work, though. That's the thing. That's why we keep talking about it, and that's why I keep asking you guys, please try again, so that, because once you taste that fruit, there's no going back. In like the most glorious, happy, safe, highest vibrational version of no going back. All right, there's no feeling of stuck in this version of, hey, there's no going back. I promise. All right. So we'll see Prob about this job, but really, you have the ability right now to call the job in. What job do you want? Just a job, Prob? You just want just a job? Do you want to cook up some fries and burgers, or do you want to actually make money that put even more than that kind of food on the table? And why? Do you want to help others, Prob, when you're at work, or no? You know what I mean? Like, how would you help? And you can create the job in the mental space by believing it, okay, exists because you desire it. You don't have to firstly see what is in the newspaper, what is at the local market posted as a job for you to then manifest. Do you understand that, collective, as well as Prob? Okay. But let's see here about this job. All right. Because you know what? You guys are talking about finding stuff when you can create it. And unless until you believe that, you don't receive what you're looking for. And that's why we're here talking about it. A very victorious yes here. On the other side of your belief, Prob. That's all that you needed to kind of get resolved about, was believing that it exists for you, believing that you are capable of having victory. You're already a victor. You already are success. Won't you call it in so that you live out like that, so that you go to work like a success? Okay, Prob? So really, really just get stubborn about being faith-filled, you guys, okay? And about being faith-filled about your own capabilities as well as your divinity backing you. Make sense? All right. So that's what I have for you, P. But really work on, you guys, if you're feeling feelings that are bad, offensive, you're placing that into your pie or your cake or your recipe of whatever you're cooking up there, honey bun, whether it's a love, whether it's a career, all right, whether it's relocation. It's the epitome of worry, right? Like placing a down payment for an experience you don't desire and will most assuredly receive because you are manifesting it. So instead of manifesting not anything that is, something that you should even experience, you should manifest what you desire. You desire the job, the career, of your dreams. What is it? Where is it? What do you look like when you're there doing that? All right. And start making baby steps, right? If you know that you are in business attire, maybe get a suit. I don't care if you have to thrift it. I just said get a suit. It's part and parcel of the manifestation and the tools and the actioning out. Like, no, I am this business person with this business attire. I didn't say you can't get a new suit when you're actually working the job. I'm just saying action it out like you are, so that the universe has that pressure placed onto it that it most assuredly has to comply faster. Like, oh no, you're acting like it now. Oh no, you don't just know, you don't just think, you're acting like it now. The universe has to respond. I have chills all over my body about this. I hope you guys are getting these cheat codes, all right? All right, let me see here, Aisha. Or, excuse me, I'm so sorry, Aisha. One moment. We've got Kelsey Wells asking about a man. Okay. So Kelsey, you know, why would you think, you know, why would you think that nobody, like, what are you going to do if the cards say, what are you going to do, Kelsey, if the cards say no? Because here, you know, and I'm not even trying to be an asshole. I'm just wondering if the cards would say no. Here's what I can't have on my watch, Kelsey Wells, and this is because I love you guys, all right? And this is because I fucking love my collective, all right? I need you to know if and when the card comes out that has the audacity to lie to you, Kelsey Wells, and say no, that you should still be of a mindset, and this is just me doing my part because, you know, karma and shit, to understand that Kelsey Wells is still very much in charge and can manifest that shit. Especially something that's part and parcel of Kelsey Wells' birthright package. Okay? You are love, right? And you love love, and love exists, and you exist. Therefore, you definitely are going to meet someone to come love you, not just for your body, right? So let's not create something we don't want by getting exasperated about some aspects of the path that you don't want. And I get that, right? Like I get that. I'm not even built to be like some of these people act in the DMs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like me too. Like I wouldn't want somebody that just wanted to smash ass and had absolutely no qualms about like reverence for my concern and like my actual existence beyond holes. You know what I mean? So I get that. I'm not saying like, oh, everybody should just be grateful to be used as a whole and things like that. However, it just seems like there's a little bit of some sort of spinning out energy there. And that's where you need to just call yourself back into alignment. Maybe you do need to actually even speak to your inner child to some degree just to make sure like, hey, we're safe, right? Like we know we can't actually be taken advantage of ever again, right? Because we're in charge. And so now that we know, right? But let's see here. I mean, I can't imagine you're going to get a no, but, you know, let's see. You know, I'm not going to manipulate the cards. And we got a maybe. Spirit got jokes, Kelsey. What the hell? Bottom of the deck is your yes, babe. Riding on a horse and all, right? Passionate as ever, but not too much, right? This is just the knight. It ain't the king or nothing, right? So, and with the six of maybe, I almost said there, with the maybe card, the 6 of swords, Kelsey Wells, you know, really, this is a card talking all about coming into calmer waters, right? And swords, definitely high key speaking on the mental space. All right. So on the other side of you, just calming down there, simmer down there, Kelsey. All right. You know, I'm just joking with you, but like seriously, the message stands, right? Spirit had jokes for Kelsey today. Like, oh, okay. Because you started with the jokes, Kelsey. See how it works? Kelsey got jokes too. Talking about, well, I meet a man who. I get it though, but you gotta laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's part and parcel of being amazing. Like, everybody wants you. Like, now what? You just live your best life anyhow. Thank you next. Right? All right, Kelsey, that's what I got for you. So let's see here, Aisha. Rise of Bold Podcast Brothers. now I'm cooked. Oh my God. She said there's a Rise of Bold podcast. I thought it was just me. No, let me stop. But you're very welcome, Kelsey. All right, Aisha, we got a very pentacle yes. Okay. This is a yes of determination. All right. What else can I see about this? Well, we have a very authoritative yes at the bottom of the deck as well here for you, Aisha. Okay, so this definitely does give you a leg up eventually, because I feel like you're asking about working soon, like before Christmas, and it's giving yes, but it might be like something sort of more like seasonal based, or I'm also getting, if that's not the case, I'm also getting the Pentacles pickup is literally in the beginning of 2025, not necessarily like just in a few short days. Okay. And that makes sense, because just because you sign on doesn't mean you automatically necessarily get paid the same day or the same week. Okay. But I do have a yes for you, Aisha. All right. You're very welcome, Aisha. All right. Love and light, you guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Please be mindful to do something nice to yourselves, even if it's just to give yourself a pat on the back, right? Okay. So Kelsey Wells, again, even just like I was talking to P, right? You don't have to look at what's out there in the gene pool or the dating pool firstly, and then manifest. You can just, manifest and live your best life, right? And all of a sudden, bing, bam, boom, they're in your face. Then they're in your space. You know what I'm saying? Love and light, Ari. Hey, do you have a question, babe? I was literally going to end the live, so you got to pop it in. All right. Sorry, I feel like I'm always telling you that, Ari. It just always works out that you're like in the back of the room in the 11th hour. No. I don't know. Maybe not always. I shouldn't say always, but the last few lives, it seems like I'm like, Ari, get your question in. Okay, bye. Like, it's so funny. I know you didn't plan it out that way. Hey, me neither. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I digress. You know what, Kelsey, as well, a lot of guys make content just to be men. I shouldn't say it that way, but like sometimes it's like really empowering. Last night, that reminds me, last night I was watching, I don't even know who the guy was. It was somebody on YouTube, right? I couldn't sleep, and I saw this video, and I was like, all right, I'll click on it, because it said something about like, it was like something about like women with like no friends, no lovers, and like how they're like, amazing, and how they're like really like connected and loyal to God and things like that, right? And about the time, like 14 more seconds went past, I said, man, this man just making this shit for content. Like, are you kidding me? Like, his energy don't lie, right? Like, if I get on here and I say something that is just something to say, you guys would pick up on that. You guys read energy too. Like, and I just thought, ew, like, I'm not going to wait until I'm actually high-key offended over this. You know what I mean? Even though, like, if you look at it in black and white without the energy and everything, it seemed grandstandy enough to make sense that it was trying to empower women. But on the back end, I was like, no, this isn't it, right? So if anything, just know what you want on the back end. Of course, this is the prerequisite, if anything, of loving yourselves more deeply. I'm not saying anybody here hates themselves. I'm just saying check on the ways that you can be nicer to yourself. And please don't be that one that just says, well, I can't help it, because you can. Like, what if your life depends on that? Okay. What if your life depends on it? Would you just still be so nonchalant? Like, no, I can't. Like, well, that's just me. So then do you not like you? Do you not love you enough to try to change that aspect of your good, bad, and ugly? Right? If aspect of your ugly is something like into that of stubbornness, make that shit work for you, not against you, right? So if you're going to get stubborn, it shouldn't be about not changing. It should be about changing. Oh, you heard yourself tell you for the gabillionth time you can't? Change it. Try again. right? And it might take you 14 other tries. And then on the 15th, you're like, I can try. I can try. Yeah, because all those other times that you wasted time, if anything, right? Telling yourselves you can't, you were wasting time. You weren't trying. There's a difference between wasting time and trying, right? Some of the people that waste time the greatest have some biggest complaints about not getting a lot done in life, not receiving a lot of good stuff, great stuff, dare I say, in life. Well, why would that be? Make sense? All right. So, Ari, I don't see a question from you, baby. I guess maybe next time I'm going to triple check, make sure my screen's up. All right. So, you guys, it's been real. Thank you so much for hopping on. It's been 45 minutes now, you guys, and I'm running late. So, anything else? I noticed that there is some progression activity on the clock. All right. For some reason, that 34 just went right to that 7, and I went 6, 7 in my third eye there. So progression, you guys keep going. I feel like you guys maybe are thinking that your baby steps aren't leading anywhere. They're definitely leading somewhere. Keep going. All right, keep glowing. If you're feeling like it's been really dark lately, it's probably because you're just really shining. All right, tap in, check in, and try again. Okay. I look forward to speaking with you guys more tomorrow. And thank you for your patience on everything, mods included, with today's live stream meeting. And I look forward to next month's as well, those that's applicable for. Thank you, Collective, for being amazing. I love you. Love and light.